Ever wondered how ancient civilizations built structures so massive, so precise, that they still leave us breathless today? We're talking about the pyramids of Giza, of course. For over 4,000 years, they've stood as silent sentinels on the desert plateau. But what if I told you the secrets to their construction were hidden in plain sight, encoded in the very architecture we admire? Forget everything you think you know about aliens and lost technology. Today, we're diving deep into the brilliant minds of the ancient Egyptian architects and engineers. We'll uncover the clever techniques, the simple tools, and the sheer human ingenuity that made the impossible possible. Get ready to have your mind blown. So, how did they do it? Let us start with the most fundamental question. How do you move multi-ton blocks of stone across miles of desert? The answer is surprisingly elegant. Recent discoveries, like a 4,500-year-old papyrus scroll known as the Diary of Mir, have given us a first-hand account. Mir was a foreman who oversaw a team of workers. His diary details the transportation of massive limestone blocks from the Tora quarries to Gezer. They weren't just dragging them across the sand. The Egyptians were masters of logistics. They constructed a complex system of canals and artificial harbors, bringing the Nile's waters right to the base of the Gezer Plateau. Huge wooden boats, guided by hundreds of skilled workers, floated these colossal stones to the construction site. This is where the ramp theory comes into play, but it's not as simple as one giant ramp. It would have stretched for over a mile. Instead, archaeologists now believe they used a combination of ramps. A primary, external ramp might have been used for the lower levels. As the pyramid grew taller, this would have been dismantled and replaced by an internal, spiral ramp, corkscrewing its way up inside the pyramid structure. This theory is supported by microgravity scans that have detected potential spiral anomalies within the Great Pyramid. It's an incredibly efficient solution. The ramp is built as part of the structure, using less material and labor. Now, let's talk about the mind-boggling precision. The Great Pyramid is aligned to true north with an accuracy of within 3/60ths of a degree. They would have used a method called the pole star alignment. By tracking the rising and setting of a specific star or a pair of stars, they could draw a perfect north-south line on the ground. They likely used simple tools like a grama, a surveying instrument for drawing right angles, and long plumb lines to ensure the vertical accuracy of the corners as the pyramid rose. The base of the pyramid is also almost perfectly level, varying by only a few centimeters across its entire 13-acre footprint. They achieved this by likely pouring water into a grid of trenches cut into the bedrock and leveling the stone to the water line. Simple, yet genius. And what about the workers? Forget the Hollywood image of slaves being whipped under the hot sun. The evidence points to a well-organized, skilled workforce of Egyptian citizens. Archaeological excavations of the workers' village near the pyramids have revealed a thriving community. They found bakeries, breweries, and facilities for processing fish. Analysis of animal bones shows the workers were eating prime cuts of beef, a diet of a respected labor force, not slaves. These were people who took pride in their work, building a monument for their pharaoh, whom they consider a living god. It was a national project, a testament to their faith and their organizational power, mobilizing tens of thousands of people during the Nile's annual flood when forming was impossible. So, what about the internal chambers and passages? The king's chamber, the queen's chamber, the grand gallery, these aren't just empty rooms. They are marvels of engineering. The king's chamber, for example, is lined with massive granite beams weighing up to 80 tons each. Above it, Engineers built 5 stress-relieving chambers to divert the immense weight of the pyramid away from the ceiling of the chamber, preventing it from collapsing. This shows an advanced understanding of structural mechanics. The Grand Gallery, with its towering corbelled ceiling, is another masterpiece. Each layer of the ceiling juts out slightly further than the one below it, creating a strong, self-supporting arch. It's a design that's both beautiful and incredibly functional, likely used to help maneuver the large granite sarcophagus into the king's chamber during construction. The tools they used were not made of iron or steel. The Egyptians were living in the Bronze Age. Their primary tools were copper chisels and saws, which would wear down quickly against hard granite. So how did they cut it? They used an abrasive. By feeding quartz sand, a much harder mineral, into the cut, their softer copper saws could effectively grind through the stone. For drilling, they used tube drills that, combined with the same abrasive sand, could bore perfect holes. We see the evidence of these techniques, the saw marks, and the core drillings all over the Geyser Plateau. It was a process of painstaking patience and ingenuity, not some lost advanced technology. The design of the pyramids themselves is also deeply symbolic. The pyramid shape, or benben, is thought to represent the primordial mound from which the Egyptians believed life emerged. It also symbolizes the rays of the sun god Ra, creating a stairway for the deceased pharaoh's soul to ascend to the heavens and join the gods. The entire Geyser complex is a carefully planned necropolis, with smaller pyramids for queens, mastaba tombs for nobles, and causeways connecting valley temples to the pyramids. It was a cosmic engine, designed to ensure the pharaoh's successful journey into the afterlife and maintain the cosmic order, or Met. So when we look at the pyramids, we're not just seeing a tomb. We are looking at a masterclass in project management, astronomy, mathematics, and structural engineering. We see a society that could organize and feed a city of workers, quarry and transport millions of tons of stone, and align a structure to the stars with breathtaking accuracy, all with tools we might consider primitive. The mystery of the pyramids isn't about who built them or what magical methods they used. The real marvel is that they were built by ordinary people with extraordinary vision, dedication, and intelligence. The secrets are not lost, they're carved in stone, waiting for us to read them. The legacy of these ancient architects is all around us. The principles of leveraging natural resources, organizing massive labor forces, and using simple mechanical advantages are still the foundation of modern construction. The pyramids challenge us to rethink the limits of what's possible with determination and ingenuity. They remind us that the human spirit has always been capable of reaching for the stars, sometimes by literally building a staircase to them. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. I hope this gave you a new appreciation for the incredible builders of ancient Egypt. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more mysteries of the ancient world, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Let me know in the comments which ancient wonder you'd like us to explore next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.